Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
I'm Robbie.
Today, we don't have a whole lot to talk about. I think we're just going to go over the Obi-Wan Kenobi and The Boys Season 3 trailers. Maybe talk about South Park a little bit later on. We're kind of low on content. And I guess if Major, Robbie... Go ahead.
I've watched 1,000 things, but can I just say, I love you guys. I love you, Robbie. I love you, Forrest. Watching this South Park episode with airsoft, remembering
all our
airsoft
days.
I'm surprised
while we were teenagers.
I'm surprised airsoft is still a thing. I was just like, this came out
like airsoft isn't dying.
Well, I just haven't heard about it.
We just got too old.
We're just not teenagers anymore.
I just haven't heard about it since high school, so I just
because you stopped hanging out with teenagers. You stopped hanging out with high schoolers.
Yeah. I think just because, I don't know, I assumed it never went away, but I didn't think it was still big. I thought
But no,
vaping was now the
you're
popular
100%
thing.
correct. I remember when I found out that they were still doing Power Rangers. For some egotistical reason, I just thought I stopped watching Power Rangers because it got lame, and so they stopped making Power Rangers. But no, 40,000 seasons later, it's a really cheap show to put on. No wonder why they keep making them. But Pokemon too.
Well, all they do is they just take the footage from the Japanese version and then just
yeah, that's why it's so cheap. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, they only have to record it when they take their helmets off.
Yeah,
and
they don't have to do fight scenes.
It's why the Pink Ranger is the only one with the skirt, and the Yellow Ranger, who's a woman in America, is actually played by a man in the original series.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, so
that's why she didn't have a skirt.
I was big into it when I was a kid.
Yeah, but it was nice because they had to have a second female. I got a second female on the show, and I guess she's more butch than the Pink Ranger. But it was kind of weird that the Yellow Ranger was Asian, the Black Ranger was black, and apparently that was a complete accident. They didn't realize they had done that until 3 episodes in.
Seems a little
who's gonna be the Black
Ranger. I just figured it was the 90s.
I mean, we have a Black Panther, we can have a Black Ranger, but I think when you have a Yellow Ranger who's Asian, that's when people are just like, ugh. You can probably get away with the Black Ranger, but not with the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, and then Tommy's the White Ranger. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, Hollywood.
And the Green Ranger's Jewish because green's color of money. So that was actually a College Humor video. They did that because I think the Red Ranger was also Native American descent. I don't think he was Native American in the show, but I think in that skit he was Native American. So
okay.
So anyway,
that's College Humor for you. So
let's talk about South Park.
First off,
we already brought
how did you not start this episode with hello there?
Well, we already brought up the airsoft. Let's talk about South Park first.
Let's talk about South Park.
We were already into that.
Do you guys remember being fucking just angsty? Do you guys just remember hating the world for no reason at all?
Probably.
This captured so much of my childhood, both from the perspective of the kids playing softball, but then also just being a teen, just shut up, mom, just being angry for no reason, just I hate life, just puberty.
Except we didn't use bra as much.
Bra.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, the words we used back in the day, or you can't say anymore. A lot's changed in the last 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody say dude anymore?
Dude. Oh yeah.
My wife calls me dude every once in a while. Pisses me off. She does it on purpose. She knows it gets under my skin. She's like, dude. I'm like, dude, I married you. I am not a dude.
Well, it's like in Scary Movie 3, don't call me dude anymore. Don't call me dude. I'm not a stoner anymore. She's like, don't call me father. I'm not a priest anymore. And then it was just don't call me dude. I'm not a stoner anymore. Remember Scary Movie 3 with Charlie Sheen?
I don't know.
Crazy.
My favorite Charlie movie, my favorite Charlie Sheen moment is when he takes all that Viagra and the cat jumps on his dick and he falls off the balcony in Scary Movie 5.
I think 4.
That was really funny. Is that 4?
Probably.
What's the one when they do Yahtzee and he keeps banging his head?
Oh, that's 3, I think. That's the funniest scene in the movie.
I think that's 3. That will literally make me laugh out loud every single time. I've seen it tens of times, but I still tear up laughing every single time I see that scene.
Yeah, I think the scary movies were fun at the time, but I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time.
They don't age well.
So,
did you guys think there was enough Stan in this episode?
I guess it was just
Randy?
sort of.
You guys think there was enough Randy in this episode?
I'm glad there was little Randy in this because he's basically
He's become one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I love Randy to death, but Randy is such a character, and he takes so much that like I really liked how they focused. Like this South Park episode was about the kids.
The show's
and I really
the show's strongest
really like
when it's the show's strongest when it focuses on the kids, and
I don't know, cream fraiche.
Depending on
it's got some
depending
pretty
on
strong
what the
Randy
subject
episodes.
is.
that episode.
It's got some pretty strong Randy episodes.
But yeah, I liked.
The shake weight.
Oh, the shake weight episode.
It spits out coins for the taxi at the end.
No, it was a cooling fluid or something, or
Oh, was it?
and then it
to
spit
cool off
out
after your
change
workout?
for your ride
Yeah.
home or something.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
That was so funny.
But I
But
like
you're
that.
right, like the really good episodes, like Imagine Land parts 1 through 3, right? The ones where they do the Lord of the Rings and they're trying to return that porno to the
Oh yeah, I love that one.
the movie store. Like, yeah, you're right. The absolute best episodes are the ones that are focused on like the 4 of them. But I do enjoy me a good Randy Marsh episode.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I think there's like more Gerald than Randy in this episode.
Yeah, Gerald was fun to see. We got to see some Jimbo come in with a machine minigun. Airsoft minigun.
I had no idea there were airsoft grenades.
Yeah, that's
I tried to pick up one right before we stopped playing, but they were like
probably legal
not
in some
price
states.
effective.
Probably not South Carolina, but I imagine they'd be
Yeah,
legal in other states.
Kind of
How
expensive
great was that?
for a one-time use thing, isn't it?
Exactly. Unless you use like a whole jar of marijuana to lure all the kids out for
That was so funny.
an epic action scene. Do you smell?
Bro,
Guys, that
that's
smells
weed.
bra. That's weed. Yeah, I love how they all like
That's
zombies.
weed,
They just
bro.
go towards it.
They all slowly crowd around it.
Like that's
Yeah.
just so teenagers. It's
That's
just
so
fun
funny.
because it's like this was written by a bunch of guys who loved to play airsoft growing up.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Like,
they had airsoft growing up.
Well, I
Trey
was
and
gonna say
Parker.
I don't know if this was written by Trey and Parker because they're too old. But the episode itself had so much love and care and details into the airsoft, like being a teenager, like falling in love with airsoft, that it had to come from a real experience. So I'm
Well,
not sure if
I
Trey
think
and
the
Parker-
real experience of probably being parents of teenagers is why Trey and Matt wrote this episode.
when
They
the kids become the parents of the teenagers, like just so funny.
Yeah, but yeah, I have a feeling that like Trey and Matt like actually have kids who are teenage age, and this is like sort of like a reaction to that. Like, I like the end of the episode. Like, should we take them out now? No, we still have a few more years before they become monsters.
Yeah, that was so funny.
except in Cartman's case, but none of them is their dad. So is Cartman's
I
dad?
don't have a dad.
Yeah, because he killed him in the Scott Tinman
A
episode.
few more years left.
Remember that? I don't know. Did y'all ever see the 200th
Oh,
episode?
yeah, that was a rough episode.
It's
Oh
yeah.
man, like one of the kind of craziest things I've ever seen Cartman do.
Yeah, he feeds them. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but yeah, he feeds them to somebody, and if you don't know the episode, you should go watch it.
Well, it's like they
Oh man, the
they,
drop at the
they
end.
revisited it in the 200th episode. It was like Scott Tinman revealed that they're half brothers and that his dad was Cartman's dad too. So y'all remember that?
Dun, dun.
So it would have been funny. It would have been a funny line if they said like Cartman's like, "I wish I had a dad," and then like Stan was like, "Well, you killed him, remember?"
Well, you did.
Yeah,
You did.
You used to. So, but yeah, this was great. I thought it's funny that Cartman's still living in a hot dog. I guess I don't know. Maybe we'll get his old house back.
I
It's
guess
so
they're
weird.
going. They're just continuing on with.
He's
that.
been in that greenhouse for like 25 years now. He's in a hot
Now
dog
he's
now.
living in a hot dog.
Yeah,
Because
just-
of
Yeah,
what
it's nice to see
the
some
realtor
scenery
episode.
change.
yeah, he didn't want his mom to get a job. So,
So now they live in a hot dog.
yeah. So, so this was great. I thought this
Then
was
at
probably
the end of the
best-
episode, they're all craving for hot dogs. He's like, I live in a hot dog.
Yeah,
I have a hot dog. I can help. I can be a part of this, guys.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, they just truly just wanted to have fun.
And like when he
The way they brought it, I just wanted to kill my friend's dad.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
I like when
shoot
he
my
ambushed him.
friends or something.
He ambushed that one kid in the bathroom. He's like, "What you do to lotion isn't right." Or
Oh,
no
yeah,
one's
like,
no one's hands
no one
can be
needs-
that soft. So
Yeah, they're just being the parents. What
but
are
yeah,
these things?
yeah,
It's like, oh, the kid calling about how to make ramen.
yeah.
Yeah.
that?
Oh, sorry, I don't know how to do it.
I'm sorry, I'm not a 5-star chef.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that was funny.
So,
Like, you put it in boiling water. How do I get
it was
water?
written by Terry Parker. So yeah, must be the son.
So, I think I don't know, probably the best episode this season. I think I like the pajama day.
I would
episode.
say so.
Yeah, it's not their best
Last
so
one,
far, but
last one was awful, and I think the realtor one wasn't that great. And then what was the one before that? Oh, Tolkien. That was kind of funny.
I'll tell you, I did spend like the first 5 or 10 minutes of this episode, while thoroughly enjoying it, trying to read too much into it, looking for like the subtext. I'm like, what are they trying to talk about this week? Like, is this political?
Like it's
Like, I'm
really
like, are they
about...
going to do about guns? And then bam, it's just an airsoft episode.
Yeah,
It's just good old South Park.
you're
And
so
hatred.
used to them just having a inside joke kind of thing,
Right, some kind of
politically or
subtext.
something.
Although I think like the you can't say gay anymore was definitely probably the most political they got. Like it's not okay to say that.
I'm not gay.
It's like no, I was saying the rule was gay.
Called him.
Yeah. That's really all I got for this episode. You want to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah.
Brilliant segue there, I know.
Hello there.
Hello there. Goodbye, South Park. Hello, Obi-Wan. So, yeah.
More like old B1, but man, does Ewan McGregor look great.
So I think this show is similar to Mandalorian and Bad Batch. I think they really expect you to be a fan of the animated series to get excited for this show.
You think so?
Well, they had the Grand Inquisitor, right? He's from Star Wars Rebels. So I guess
true.
that's why people, I think, like all those fans
Well, I
from
think
that show
that's why people are flipping their lit online. But I
because
think
his head
you
isn't
could,
tall enough.
I think you could watch like the prequel. I think you can be fans of the prequel movies and then be excited to see more Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I don't think like everyone's freaking out. Everyone's super excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I mean, people are happy. Like at least like the reactions I've seen online, like people are cool and they're excited to see like the Grand Inquisitor. But no one's like calling for a Grand Inquisitor show, right? People want to see Obi-Wan.
That's true. So, but I thought it was cool. Like, apparently the Inquisitors are hunting down the Jedi, the remaining ones. And I guess
the series I want to see that will never be on Disney Plus.
so I guess the Inquisitors, I don't really know their history that much. I guess it was sort of also touched in that new video game. Was it Fallen Apprentice? Not that one, but the one that just came out with Cal Kestis.
Fallen Order 2.
Fallen Order, yeah. So basically, there's these Sith trained by Darth Vader to hunt down the remaining Jedi who survived.
They might be ex-Jedi or ex-Padawans.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the Padawans. Well, he killed them. Remember, the younglings.
It does not. Yeah, did he kill all of them? Because I think the rest of Star Wars shows that Order 66 was not 100% effective.
No, but I think
So
killing
these
the
grown-ass
defenseless
men? So the Empire takes over, right? Darth Vader is number 2 in command. There's a Grand Inquisitor that's Darth Vader's kind of like in a pissing fight with, but he's kind of over. And then the Grand Inquisitor's over all the other Inquisitors, and they all learn from like Darth Vader. But these like grown-ass people. So I'm asking, like, if they're not Jedi, then how do they learn these lightsaber skills? If they're not ex-Jedi, how do they learn these lightsaber skills?
Yeah, I probably just need a crash course, like a 6-month crash course, like a coding boot camp, just a Sith boot camp. I don't know. How long does it take to like train someone to go to war? You know,
I guess
like,
anybody could pick up.
I mean,
it's
the
like 13
Jedi
weeks.
start training when they're 3 or 4.
Yeah,
so
Marines-
I would imagine a lifetime.
but like basic training for Marines is like 13 weeks. Maybe it's like a crash course. So I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. So
Anakin was a great teacher.
So I think they brought back Joel Edgerton as Uncle Owen. So I guess we'll get more of him, and I guess we'll get more. We're going to get a lot of young Luke as well. And I guess we're going to, because we didn't really know much about Uncle Owen and Aunt. I already forget her name. So I guess we're going to like touch on their relationship a bit.
Luke, come have some blue milk. That's all I remember. It's not even from Star Wars. It's from it's from Blue Harvest.
Yeah. And then okay, so I think Obi-Wan goes on a he leaves
He's going to
Tatooine.
Coruscant?
I don't know, but I think he
Like
leaves.
Coruscant.
I think he leaves Tatooine for some reason.
Yeah,
I guess
think maybe he's chasing an Inquisitor, or maybe from the Inquisitors he hears that Darth Vader is still alive. Because remember, he thinks that Darth Vader's dead.
Perhaps. And apparently they're going to confront each other in this. And I think Hayden Christensen's been confirmed to come back as Darth Vader. Although I don't know if James Earl Jones is still going to be voicing him. Because
that's going to be interesting.
So
I feel
like
they probably just voice mod that.
People just know Hayden. Yeah, people just know Hayden as Anakin. They don't know him as Darth Vader. Like that's pretty much like James Earl Jones. I mean, he can be in the suit, but if James Earl Jones is a voice, if like they get Hayden Christensen to voice Darth Vader, there's gonna be like a fan riot. But you know, we'll just see.
Well, I mean, when are Star Wars fans not rioting?
But that's like a cardinal sin right there, having like Hayden Christensen voice Darth Vader. You know, like did he even voice him in Clone Wars? No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think his voice is that deep for it. You know,
it's not. But that's what I'm saying. It'd be like a really weird transition. You'd have some X-Men effects going on. And you're like, all right, well now you have 10 years to age from Michael Fassbender to Ian McKellen.
Give him some testosterone pills.
Yeah, you've got to put 40 years on in a decade.
Yeah, maybe they'll give him some testosterone pills. Who knows? So yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Are you excited? You don't sound very excited for this.
Actually, I'm intrigued. I just think Boba Fett was just like
jaded.
Meh.
Are you jaded from Boba Fett, Forrest? Is that it? Has Star Wars
and like from Hawkeye? I like. Although I did like Loki, I do like Mandalorian. So and I really enjoyed the Mandalorian episode. So I think the potential is there for this to be really good. I'm just sort of really just wait and see.
Look, if you want some quality television, you might need to stop with this HBO or this Disney Plus thing because it's real hit or miss. It's like every other series is good, and the other one you just have to drudge through. But you can't skip it because then you'll miss something important for the actually fun one that's coming out next year. But HBO Max, man, is primed with great content right now. Like I just going off topic here for a second, just talking about Superman and Lois. I would say like just the first 7 minutes, like you start the episode 7 minutes where you get like the Superman logo and like the title screen, right? And then those 7 minutes was more Superman than Zack Snyder's Superman was in 3 different movies.
Okay.
I would highly recommend.
I guess
this.
it doesn't pull Superman out that often.
No, they really don't. I mean, we get a Batman movie like every 3 years.
Because we know he can just fly in there and do whatever he needs to do.
They don't like Superman. Well, it's a lot cheaper to make a Batman movie than a Superman movie. You know, you really have to do the flight, the laser, the super strength.
Did you tell that to Zack Snyder? I don't know how much that his Superman movie cost, but that 45-minute fight scene where they destroy Metropolis, that had to be expensive CGI.
Yeah, and I think that movie only made like 500. Didn't even make as much as the first. Well, I think it made more.
Can
than
you
that.
imagine the marketing?
You will believe a man can destroy a city. So, anything else on Obi-Wan Kenobi? Basically, I mean, it was a teaser, so we just know.
I'm super excited for like when Duel of the Fates comes on.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like that was so cool. Like,
oh yeah.
And at the same time, I'm like, oh man, Star Wars just cannot go like 2 feet forward without looking back. Like I know maybe they're hinting, like they're definitely hinting that there's going to be an Obi-Wan Darth Vader. You guys think Darth Vader's coming back? He's definitely coming back. I mean, we talked about Chris.
Well, you heard his breath.
But are they gonna fight? Do you think?
I don't know if they're gonna confront each other because I always thought that like, when they saw each other on the Death Star, that was the first time seeing each other.
Right.
Since
that's what I was thinking because he
their
says like,
battle.
Last time we saw each other, I was but an apprentice. Now I am the master. Right.
Yeah.
So like, how could they shoehorn an encounter between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader on this TV show?
Well, it's kind of like I don't know. They'll find a way.
So if they don't, right? If there's Hayden Christensen, if Hayden's on the show, but they don't like him and Obi-Wan don't fight, does that mean he's getting a spinoff, or we're gonna have a sequel? So I'm happy with either conclusion. We either get like a Darth Vader solo series. Like I hope that follows the comics. Like that'd be really cool. Like to see like the beginning of like Darth Vader and like him getting like his kyber crystal and training and sometimes killing the Inquisitors. Like that would be really cool. But I think it's too dark for Disney Plus.
How far before New Hope does that final battle between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan take place? Because
That's a great question. I'm trying to think about that. I mean, I think it was after Luke was alive.
Because you're talking about like multiple seasons. Like I'm wondering, like Darth Vader and Obi-Wan having another confrontation. What about Darth Vader and Darth Maul? So it's an interesting thing to ponder. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this coming out in May. So like 2
It's
months
like towards the end of May.
Yeah, so it'll be a little while. I mean, I think Moon Knight premieres in a few weeks, so that's
What's that coming out on?
Disney Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Marvel property.
Where can I listen to amazing podcasts about it once it comes out?
Spotify, Apple, wherever Zeitgeist Zealots is available.
I love it.
So, all right, let's go over The Boys season 3 trailer real quick. And I think the biggest takeaway from this was that looks like Billy Butcher.
Diabolical.
Yeah,
that was my favorite thing. But no, the Billy Butcher thing. I'm sorry. I'll let you. I'm excited. I'm super excited for The Boys.
It looks like they're finally getting powers. Well, yeah, because
taking that V.
Yeah, well, the comic they had V like in the first issue or the first story arc. So I thought it was an interesting way to go to make them not have powers in the first 2 seasons.
I like the struggle. How else are you going to
powers.
get dynamite up in an invincible guy's butt to make him explode?
Yeah, but I think like it was just a natural progression of the story that they eventually just do need to get powers in order to better fight these soups. So, but I did like the first 2 seasons where like they're basically like underdogs and like they're just in way over their head. So it'll be good to see them with powers like in the comics. And I think they're also doing like they're bringing in the Soldier Boy, who's like I guess just their version of Captain America.
Yeah, Jason Ackles.
Yeah, Jensen. Yeah, the guy from Supernatural.
Jensen.
Yeah,
Jensen Ackles.
And I think like in the comics like he's part of a team called Payback, which is like the Seven's based off the Justice League, Payback's based off the Avengers. So like Soldier Boy is Captain America, the Crimson Countess is Scarlet Witch. There's like an Iron Man variant.
This Soldier Boy is not the first one though, right? The original Soldier Boy fought in World War II, or do you think this is like the original Soldier Boy?
Well, I mean, like Stormfront was like from World War II. She just didn't age, so it might be the same thing. Like he doesn't age just like Stormfront. So
I'm wondering if they're like not overcorrecting, but if like one of the 7 was a neo-Nazi. And so they're replacing her. I think it's like a PR stunt. They're replacing her with like a Captain America. Like, oh, sorry about all the neo-Nazi stuff. Here's someone who's super pro-America.
Yeah, bad PR. Like their Vault's all about like, good PR. Like what is it? Crisis PR.
Yeah.
Sort of like what Harvey Weinstein did. He hired like a crisis PR firm after that story broke out, and they just dropped him as a client. Like, we can't fix this.
Sorry, we can't spend this. You did what? Sorry, no, we can't. No, there's no way to spend
you're
this.
done. You're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, this looks great. So I remember, Soldier Boy was a standout. I really haven't seen this yesterday. Billy Butcher with the laser eyes.
Laser eyes.
And what else happened in this trailer? We saw.
I'm really wondering how he ended up getting that. Do you think he got it willingly? Because he was like so against superpowers.
Yeah, I think he's just like he has to compromise in order to fight Homelander.
Yeah, the only way to do something.
Also,
I know I was a hypocrite, but let's do this.
Yeah.
We saw some more of Black Noir, so I'm wondering if they're gonna like follow. If he's gonna be the same as season
for that spoiler.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the season they might do that.
I'm thinking season 5. I think they're gonna hold that back for a long time.
Okay. Do you think this show will go till season 5? How many seasons do you think this show has left?
7.
Oh, I don't know about that much.
Yeah, maybe 5. I think 7 was a little.
5 would be good. I think the same guy who does this also does Supernatural. So I think that show, the main story ended after season 5. I think so. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if they just want to like for longevity.
I'm sorry. Can you refresh our listeners on what season Supernatural's on now?
I think it's over, but it went to like 13 seasons, right? But my point is that the main story instead of in
15.
season 1 concluded in season 5.
Oh yeah, and mine is that my point is that money is money, and people will always try to make money, and so they will drag this show out until the 7th season, where it will
money stops showing up.
Die of quality.
So
but they're also doing Herogasm.
Yep.
So
apparently.
Don't watch this with your parents.
Nope. I imagine it's gonna be a very, very toned down Herogasm, but I don't know. I think
so. I don't think you can do Herogasm toned down.
It's going to be not as raunchy as it was in the comic. Put it that way.
Well, yeah. If I don't see a little man going up a superhero's butt, I'm gonna be super upset, or whatever he was doing.
I don't remember
the first volume.
I think I've just blocked that from memory.
I mean, it's probably for the best.
Yeah,
it's probably for the best.
So, I'm trying to remember what else happened. There was like a dance sequence with the female and the Frenchman. She has like a real name in the show. It's like Yukimo or something like that. Yukio. And the Frenchman, I forgot what his name is, Jean.
Yeah.
So
them together.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to it. So a lot of good things coming out. Also, Better Call Saul. That new trailer for the new season came out this week. I doubt y'all saw that, but it's gonna be the last season.
I didn't saw that.
Have you seen it? I know Robbie hasn't seen Better Call Saul, but have you, Major?
I saw the first 3 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've kept up with it. It's really good. I think season 5.
I love Bob Odenkirk, right? Bob Odenkirk.
Odenkirk, yeah. From
Mr.
Show. So, yeah. So it'll be the final season. They're gonna wrap up some things, obviously. So we're gonna find out like what happened to his girlfriend, why she wasn't in Breaking Bad, stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of good TV coming out. Looking forward to it. Do
you guys have any thoughts on the Batman now that we've had more time to think about it?
Not really. I kind of like want Matt on, hear what he has to think about it, but I'm kind of just I don't really have any other thoughts. I've seen it twice now. I'm just like that's probably enough. I got some things the second time I saw it, but I don't need to see it again. I don't think I enjoyed it enough to watch it over and over like Dark Knight. So, but that's basically our show. Major, you want to plug our social media?
Yeah, please. Absolutely. If you guys are super excited for Obi-Wan and the boys, you can tweet at us. Let us know. We are at Zeitgeist Zealot. No, we're not. That's our email address. You can email us if you want to, or at Gmail. But Zealot Podcast on Twitter. Make it nice and easy so you don't have to spell all those hard words. So tweet us at Zealot Podcast. Let us know what you thought about it. Let me know. No spoilers for Superman and Lois. I'm only on season 1. I know there's like a season 2 out there. I'm very excited. But if you loved Superman and Lois and you're really excited, like, tweet at us, let us know what you think. Rob, do you have anything from you? Are you super excited for anything next week?
Maybe the next podcast episode, I'll have a few episodes in on Superman and Lois. Talk about
that'd be great. Maybe we'll all, I'm telling you, like, Forrest, you watch don't even watch like a whole episode. Just watch a half hour and then tell me how season 1 is when you're done.
Oh, Superman and Lois?
Yeah.
How long are the
really
episodes?
I heard some of the best.
42 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so if it was an hour, they got the commercials in there. 18.
Yeah, they cut it's an hour-long show and they cut the commercials out because it does Forrest, like, close your ears, stop being so like judgmental. But this was like originally like a CW television show.
Yeah, well, it's a spinoff of Supergirl. Because he was on Supergirl
like
first.
Super high quality.
Oh, really?
It's like way better quality than like Arrow or like the later seasons of The Flash.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. I've heard it's like the best Superman show since Smallville. Of course, it's probably the only Superman show since Smallville. But
yeah, touche. Yeah.
But Smallville definitely went off the rails in like season 8, I think, or probably a little before that. But after the Luthers left,
somebody save.
One little add-on dealing with the boys. You guys saw the. I know Major probably did. How much of The Boys Diabolical did you watch?
0. I watched like the first 2 minutes.
At least watch episode. Yeah, the first episode. Don't judge it on the first episode.
Wait.
I just haven't gotten around to seeing it. I
know every episode is different, right?
Yeah, I know. I just haven't gotten around.
At least watch episode 8 because it's all about like early career with Homelander and Black Noir.
Yes, that one's perfect.
At least watch that
episode to watch.
Okay, I wasn't like avoiding it just out of
because it's only.
I just.
It's only 15. It's only 15 episodes. 15 minutes.
15 episodes.
No,
give it a say. 15 episodes, 2 hours long. You got time.
But no, I'm super confused. Of course, you didn't like the first episode. You didn't like the
Looney
baby
Tunes
girl
episode.
Yeah, babies day out.
I just didn't finish it. Like I really like Nightcrawler, but I didn't finish that movie the first time around. I started. I was like, this is really good. I got like an hour into it, and then I just didn't finish it until like 2 years later. I was like, oh, it's on Netflix. I guess I'll finish finish this. So I watched the second half. I was like, this is really good. So it's like the quality doesn't really matter, or the quality doesn't really a factor in me not finishing something. It's just like something else will come up. But there's things like I really like that I just have not finished. It's like The Expanse. I really like The Expanse. I just haven't finished it. It's just you just really just gotta like devote a lot of time for TV shows. You know, I just haven't found time for it. So, all right, but that's our show. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
And I'm Robbie.
All right, take care, everyone. See you next time.